Let's see here what the vampires want to tell you about October. Your focus is going to be on, some of you may be dealing with a situation among those closest to you, a big change when it comes to family, with the death card coming up as the focus. So, of course, and people get scared when they see this. Now, it can mean there has been a loss in the family. It seems like for those of you that you're dealing with that, it is on the September side, though. So this would have already happened, or maybe even earlier. It may be a death that's caused some conflict within the family, or it's really been a testing time. Maybe there have been arguments in the family about a loved one who wasn't doing well, or who was suffering ill health, or up until they passed away, there were some disagreements about how to handle it, how to care for this person, what the best course of action was, because sometimes there are decisions involved when a loved one is unable to make those decisions for themselves. So maybe that caused some conflict. Of course, the normal thing is that people are arguing over the property or things that are left afterwards. So, Scorpio, this could be someone associated with mother or mother's side of the family, because I do have the rune coming up that signifies mother. So maybe it was your mother more that was involved in this. If this was her, maybe it was one of your grandparents, or someone connected with mom or mom's side of the family. It doesn't have to be you directly involved in this. And also the death card is your card, Scorpio. That is the card that is the major arcana card that is associated with you. So, what's coming up is that the other way this can work is that there could be a transformation regarding a difficult family situation. And with a complete change with the death card, this could finally come to an end and a new beginning could start. So in whatever fashion this is playing out for you in October, it's like you'll be, we're going to put an end to this. We're going to put an end to these petty arguments. We're going to put an end to this conflict. And it'll be different for all of you how you carry that out. You may decide to have less to do with your family. Some of you may feel that's the only solution. Some of you may, just come to an agreement that, if it's one member of the family or one person that's been causing the conflict, and you just be like, well, we have to let this go and move on forward as a unit together. And when this person is ready, they'll come back, or when this person kind of comes through this lesson. But this could be somebody within the family that is particularly prideful. This is somebody who doesn't learn from life's lessons, maybe keeps repeating the same ones over and over again. And you may be trying not to do that in your associations with this person, Scorpio. You may be making a resolved effort to, I'm going to move on from this. I'm going to let this go, let this die, let this situation just come to an end. I'm ready for new beginnings here. Again, you could be dealing with a selfish individual here, Scorpio. And this could be, again, a resurgence from the past, somebody that there's been delays or there's been a lack of communication. Maybe this is someone you broke up with for some of you. It doesn't have to be like an extended family member. This could be a former partner or an ex. Somebody, though, who is very, very... you're just selfish and immature. I'm getting a really feeling, and for a lot of you, I feel like this is a masculine person. This is a male. Doesn't have to be, but I am getting that energy for some of you. And definitely a younger energy. But what is coming up for you, Scorpio, with the Queen of Cups here? And that is a card that would symbolize water signs. So you, or another Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer, or somebody with those energies, there's joy associated, around your life and with, or maybe with this Queen of Cups. Maybe this is somebody that you meet in October and you just have a very good rapport with. Because you do also have, as what's coming up in the help, situation or what's coming up to help you in October is the Two of Cups. So that is that's the minor arcana lovers card. So there could be a new relationship coming in for you, Scorpio. There could be someone you meet in October, and it's like you've got Thurisaz here, which is Thor's rune next to this, which means you're in the right place at the right time. It's a very fortuitous way that you meet this person. It could be one of those situations where you're like, I'm surprised that we didn't meet before. Or I can't believe that we know all these same people and we're just now running into each other. So yeah, Scorpio, this could be someone who is, despite what else may be going on with other relationships where, if there's a resurgence of frustration around a family or group situation, group dynamic, those who are related to you, there's a new beginning that is quite joyful for you. And this is someone you have a lot in common with. So this is someone where it's definitely, an attraction, but there's also a meeting of the minds. There's also a significant connection here. Now, some of you, this may be someone from the past that, again, you haven't spoken to in a while and they want to start afresh. So maybe the situation of, it ended in the past, but now the lighting in here is just really not conducive. But yeah, that death card again. This may be some of this Queen of Cups. Doesn't have to be a queen. Again, doesn't have to be female. Doesn't have to be a water sign. Could just be somebody demonstrating those traits. So she would be a very nurturing, emotional, intuitive person, very feminine, the Queen of Cups. And she is the most psychic of the court cards, of the queens. And again, associations with water, or so maybe she has rising water or a lot of water in her chart. But she definitely presents as a calming influence. And so if this isn't you, Scorpio, because again, for some of you, this is just going to be you and you meeting someone and enjoying spending time with this person in October, or planning to spend time with this person in October. If it's someone from the past, this is someone who was very immature or behaved immature or selfishly, but you may still be happy to hear from this person, Scorpio. Maybe this person has grown up. Or they're indicating to you that yes, this ended and it ended, I was stupid and I did things poorly. Scorpio, for some of you, maybe this is somebody that you are reaching back out to, particularly if you are a male Scorpio and you're reaching out to a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer woman that you were with in the past. And maybe you were the one who you were just young and, immature. And, maybe you look back on that time or the way you treated this person or the way this relationship ended as, I maybe ended something that was quite positive for me. And maybe this person was a good influence to have in your life and you want that back. So that can be another way this can work. Now, if there's some delay around this person getting back to you, Scorpio, if you are the one that reaches out to this person, I don't give up. I feel like I would definitely recommend you wait and contact anyone until after October 9th. That is when Mercury goes direct, but, because you may not have to wait as long. Or because if you were to do it during a Mercury retrograde, before Mercury goes direct, it could be the message gets lost or it goes to someone's spam folder, that sort of thing. So, you may... it may get lost in the ether and this person doesn't even see it for a while. So don't take any delay in hearing back from this person as a rejection, because it could be that something goes awry and they don't get it. The later you can wait in October to take that step, the better. But there could be a reconnection or a significant, even if it is some of you, even if it is someone from the past, it could be that you run into each other. Because again, we have this rune of, being in the right place at the right time. great fortune, a lot of luck. You've got a lot of luck on your side when it comes to relationships, matters of the heart in October, Scorpio. So if you were going to make a move on anyone, October is the month to do it. Whether it's someone new or someone you would like to reconnect with from the past. You also may find you're getting messages. So yeah, make sure you're checking your spam folder, Scorpio, and you're checking your other folder on Facebook. If you don't know about the other folder on Facebook, you get messages there, but anybody who's not your friend, it just kind of sends them to this hidden folder. So be sure to check that out. You may have some messages in there from people from the past that you wouldn't mind talking to, saying hi to. Now, what can't be changed about October, Scorpio? You've got the Strength card reversed here. Let's see if we can get a good light on that without a glare. And also Soalu. So this has to do with sometimes strength in reverse can mean that you are feeling quite emotional or feeling. It can really indicate not being able to control your emotions because you feel things very intensely, Scorpio. And this could have to do some going back to this situation where things may be bubbling over. You may have a difficult time controlling your anger, controlling your frustration at a situation. And, you may feel that you are, it's almost like there's, on the one hand, there's a lot of positive things going on. And then there's just this one situation that you just, whenever you think about it, it just like brings things up, brings all of these emotions up from the past. And it's like you're reliving it. And they're negative emotions. They're emotions where, woulda, shoulda, coulda. I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I wouldn't have said that. Maybe it's this relationship or the way it ended. Maybe it ended in a very bad way, Scorpio. And you're reliving that. Or for some of you, it'll be this, whatever this family situation is, or this conflict, miscommunications, these arguments within the family that have been going on. There may be a resurgence of that in October, and it may be very difficult to control your reaction to what someone says or to news that you get about a family member. It may be very difficult for you to rein it in. But what the advice is here is that if you can just hocus pocus. That's apt for the month of Halloween, right? If you can focus on the positive things going on in your life, whenever you kind of feel maybe that anger rising, maybe do some activity to work off steam. Go work out at the gym or take a walk or a run or focus on work. Focus on your goals. Because in the result, you have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So there's no new approach. Like there's no way that you haven't considered to whatever issues you're dealing with in October. That's why I feel like they're old issues. These are just, it's like you have looked at this from every possible angle, you and everyone else. And it's just going to have to be this way until it works itself out. There's some situation for you in your life right now where it's just going to have to work itself out. And, you'll drive yourself crazy if you keep reliving it. Or letting people kind of bring it back into your life. You really need to close that garage door. Again, kill it off. And you may feel like you've already done this, Scorpio, because again, I think this is stuff that was coming up for you really last year and into earlier this year. But it's a continuing theme because someone else is refusing to learn their lesson. So there's no way forward that you haven't already considered. So, Ace of Swords in reverse can also mean, feeling defeated or feeling like you lost, but really you haven't. It's almost like someone's wanting to put you in that box, and say, oh, this person is losing and this person is, but whoever's saying that doesn't really know what's going on with you. So things are going to balance out. This is a karmic situation. We do have the rune of Yera, which is justice, legalities, legal stuff, balancing out. So if there is a legal situation that you, due to an inheritance or a death in the family, that you feel like you lost, or that, you know, someone's trying to cheat you out of something and there's no way you could really turn it around, number one, definitely control your emotions. Don't say what you want to say, or don't kind of vent that frustration, because it will, I feel like it won't help your case. It'll only make it worse. But also, there's more to come to light. This situation will be balanced out and fairly when Yera comes up. And, you know, it doesn't have to be a legal case. This can be any kind of situation that keeps popping up. How do we know a situation's a karmic situation? Well, it's a pattern that keeps popping up. We keep encountering these issues with people in our lives. And so that tells you, okay, well, this is one of the lessons that I came here to learn. So, and it's kind of, or, you know, by extension, someone else is going through a lesson. They're not getting it. And then because you're close to them, you keep kind of getting rippled. You keep kind of dealing with the waves on the ocean there. And you're tired of that. You're tired of dealing. You've got enough waves on your own ocean. You don't need someone else's drama, you know, pulling you in. So just remember that, Scorpio. I know it can be difficult, you know, to keep your mask on sometimes when you're really, really feeling angry or frustrated with someone who should have known better. This person should know better. And that's maybe part of what you want to say. It's like, you know, you really want to let loose. But I feel like for whatever reason in October, it's not going to help you. No matter what other people are saying. Because I do feel like someone's trying to provoke you. They're trying to get your goat in October, Scorpio. Don't let them win. If you kind of stoop to their level, you give them exactly what they want. So you know, the best revenge is success, and you've got a lot to look forward to. Again, I feel like this situation, it may take about a year from now till next October before this is fully kind of rectified and balanced out to where you feel, okay, finally, are we past this? Gosh, this is a long journey, whatever this is, but I don't feel like for most of you, it's yours. I kind of feel like you're caught up in someone else's muck here. So, but whatever else is going on, one-to-one relationships, like with your best friend or a romantic partner, whether from the past or someone new that you meet, be on the lookout in October, because again, it could just be out of the blue. You meet someone or reconnect with someone, Scorpio, that could be really a long-term partner, somebody who really gets you. Because again, if they're not a water sign like you, they do seem to have a lot of water in their chart, or a lot of those sensibilities. So this would be kind of that unspoken communication going on. And you have a lot of the same interests though as well. Maybe that's how you meet in the first place. You meet in a class, or you meet, you know, participating in a hobby or with a group where you share based around a common interest.